It's the Gutfeld Debate, live from the Gutfeld Debate Center. Hosted by 5-time Nobel Peace Prize winner, Greg Gutfeld.
Thank you. Hold your applause throughout the debates. Tonight's great debate. The case of a mom and dad who left their 6-month-old baby girl asleep by herself under a tent for an hour on a Florida beach. They were arrested. They spent a night in jail. They were charged with neglect. But the question is, hey, is she single? No, I'm kidding. Was that too harsh a punishment or not harsh enough? We debate. Tyrus, a little more important background. The parents said the baby was asleep, and it's the time that she normally naps, and they just lost track of time when they went for a walk with their other young children. Bystanders noticed the baby, called the cops on the parents. They got in trouble. What say you?
Yeah, this happened in Australia, and they had a whole movie about how the dingo ate the baby.
Yeah.
You don't leave the baby behind.
Yeah.
You don't do that. Like there's no excuse for that. You cannot in a tent.
Yeah.
But I get it because it was the third child.
Yes.
The first child, if he breathes slow, you're like, oh no, everything all right. By
Yes.
the time you're the third kid, you're like,
That is so true. I was the fourth kid. They left me out in the woods.
If they follow, like I said in my book, Enough Said, I talk about sea turtles. That's exactly how you do it. If you're going to raise your child with the sea turtle philosophy, you put them on a little beach, say, good luck, bro, and then you go on your way. So maybe that's, wait, no, they're going to blame me for that. Never mind, I edit that out.
Kat, you are a first-time mother, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's the only reason I did it.
Yeah, you did it for the applause.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you think is worse? The negligent parents or the nosy little nincompoops who knocked on them?
Yeah, I'm tired of all the mom shaming.
Yes.
6 months old is plenty old for a day at the beach by herself. You know, my son's 8 months old. You know what I do sometimes when I can't find a sitter? I just put him on the subway. And then you come back when it goes at the end of the line, and then you come back a few hours later, there he is still.
Yeah.
Because it always comes back around. Now,
Yeah.
imagine if somebody called and said, is there a baby alone on this? You know, look, I can't imagine doing either one of these things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I obviously can't imagine leaving my kid alone on the beach, but I also can't imagine, I would feel so wrong calling. I'd be like, well, maybe this baby's just like 45 and just looks like a baby.
Right. That's yeah.
I'd assume there was something I didn't know about these people's lives.
Or
I'm
maybe it was just one of those funny little things where a guy buried himself up to his head.
Yeah. Or
And
maybe
he looks
it
like
was
a baby, but his whole body's under in the sand. And he's, officer, I'm just buried up to my neck. You understand this, right?
Or maybe it was adult. Like, right, I can't imagine being like, I know that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I feel bad. You know, these were like good, Emily, these were like professional people. You know, they had jobs. Do you think alcohol played a role? Like when you leave your kid on the beach?
Like they were just having a good time and forgot?
Yeah, they forgot they had a third kid.
Yeah, they had such a good time, they actually forgot. They were like, no, we were gonna come back. We just were having a great time. We stopped and talked to people.
Yeah.
Are they American? Because I know there are certain countries where you go inside and you leave your baby outside in the cold and it sleeps overnight.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
That's, I think that's in Vermont. It's a small little country up north.
Do they pay the fine and they just give the baby right back?
Do you know they spent a night in jail? And they have to pay a fine. They were charged with a bunch of stuff that I didn't actually read about. Joe, here's the thing. The baby is going to hold this over them for years, right? You know what they're going to, at 16, I don't know what it is, whatever, wants a new car, and they're going to say no, and he's going to say, remember when you left me on the beach?
I would, Greg, and I was a very smart baby. But
you were.
Just a very brilliant baby, able to be on my own at the beach, even at 6 months. But, you know, even back then, my parents wouldn't have left me alone on the beach due to the possibility of being kidnapped by an unscrupulous baby model scout. You know, so, I mean, I wouldn't even leave my sandwich on the beach, and usually it's the size of a baby. I mean, I don't even leave my Activia in the Fox News break room because it always disappears except for when you were on paternity leave.
You know, Greg, you know who's going to catch the most hell for this?
Who?
The father.
Yeah.
It's going to be his fault. Kid has bad grades. The mom's going to turn on him and be like,
Yeah.
if you wouldn't have left him alone for an hour and a half, he would have good grades in math. Harold.
Oh, this is going to
It's
be...
going to be on the dad for the rest of his days.
This is going to be therapy. The kid's going to be bringing it up all the time.
Also, the baby was found unharmed.
Yeah.
That's an important part of the story.
Oh, I left that out.
Yeah, apparently they put sunblock on him and everything.
Oh, yeah, it's true. And also there are kidnappers around.
And seagulls.
And seagulls, which are also kidnappers.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.